just bring you the betting for it before getting the thoughts of both Rachel and Steve. There we go. These prices were Bet365, 11 to 8 economics, Calandagan 13 to 8, Los Angeles turning around from the Arc 7 to 1, Iracine 14s, King's Gambit 20s. We'll get that full confirmation as to which of these are actually running tomorrow. But assuming the top two stand their ground, which very much we hope so, and Steve, William Haggis has said that he wouldn't be worried about the ground for economics full stop. We should have a real headline act come Saturday afternoon with this race in particular. Yeah,
you'd certainly hope so, wouldn't you, considering Los Angeles is in there as well. And King's Gambit is always a horse that I thought had a big run in him. But the top two, well worthy of lining up in the feature race on the day. Economics, William Haggis says he's confident of the horse handling the ground, but Calandagan, you can be guaranteed handles the ground because what he's done in France, you've got to be a bit careful with going descriptions in France sometimes, but it was definitely soft when he was doing his winning in Group 3s in the spring. And if City of Troy's the best horse that Aidan O'Brien's ever trained, then he was only a length behind him in the Juddmonte, so he must be the second best horse of all time, is he?
We'll see. So economics, he was that wonder winner of the Dante, missed Midsummer, they weren't tempted to go for the Derby, Rachel, has had that prep run in France, and then we saw his mettle when beating August Rodin in a race where Cornwall were always going to have a strong team in the Irish Champions Stakes last time. How much more do you think can come from this horse?
I don't know, it's interesting insofar as that William Haggis has been saying that economics is needed every week after the Irish Champions Stakes to come back. He's a big, gross, inexperienced horse who actually had to belly down and go to win the Irish Champions Stakes. I just wonder how much physically and mentally that will have taken out of him. And the price is too short to go, oh, he'll be fine. I mean, if he wins, fantastic. Also, he's such a big, heavy-set horse. I mean, William Haggis was saying that he was a bit worried about him going around the inner turf track if they switched tracks because it's a bit tighter. And you're just like, these are not the noises of a person who's confident that everybody's going to handle everything. So the Calandagan, I mean, has the ground, has the proper Group 1 form without winning it. But, I mean, if you want a big price French horse, and the French, since it's become Champions Day, have won this race on 3 occasions, the inaugural running with the brilliant Sirius des Aigles, but Iracine, the old horse in the race, 7-year-old, multiple Group 1 winner over 10.5 in France. Again, can't be soft enough for him. They've brought him back here. He won the Foy, which again he won it, showed up, but I've seen this horse in the flesh. The softer it is, he just gets in there and then bounces out of it. And well, he's got proper form over 12 furlongs, so the long hill won't hurt. And I mean, of the other horses that aren't the three, he's the next in the betting. But I would say if you wanted to actually just take a baseball and try and Louisville slugger it out, it would be Iracine.
Who wins it for you then, Steve?
Calandagan, I think. It's a very progressive horse who handles the conditions, and I might have been facetious with that run in the Juddmonte, but it was an excellent run and a personal best, and a horse going forward as well. So looking forward to it. It's going to be a cracking race, hopefully. I wonder if we're going to have a very quick chat and maybe the betting for the 3:15, which is the QE2, the Mile Championship. Charin's there, Tamfana, who gained her deserved Group 1 last time when winning the Sun Chariot, but 2 weeks before this. Factor Cheval's going to be there, Metropolitan. And we've mentioned Prague already. Dylan Cunha with a winner at Kempton today. They've put their hands in their pocket and they have fast-tracked this horse Prague into the race. Big cost off the back of his Joel Stakes win. How do you see the picture, Rachel, for the QE2?
I wouldn't back the favourite given the ground, as that was given as one of the main excuses for the loss in France, outside of I think they just let Tribalist go and thought he'd come back, and he never did. So they're going to run him on softer ground than they did at Longchamp last time in the Moulin. Tamfana, that was a really, really good performance at Newmarket. She's been on the go for a very, very long time for a 3-year-old filly, and I just wonder if she might just be ever so slightly over the top going into this race. Metropolitan, I think, has a real chance, has never really been given the credit that he deserves. But if he runs, I'm very much going to side with Diego Velasquez.
Yep.
He's always struck me as he is going to be a very, very good horse. And they've sort of put it all together the last couple of runs. And I mean, you were actually giving us a really good stat that Aidan O'Brien hasn't had a winner on Champions Day for 5 years now.
It's just me reading what Andy Stevens had done. Excellent article as it is on the Racing TV website. But yes, I mean, 5 years. I
mean, I know they literally just got pipped last year when almost Frankie Dettori outgamed Ryan Moore and Trawlerman beating Kryptios in the Stayers race, but that just absolutely blows my mind with what Aidan throws at the races. So it's almost, now I'm sort of pulling back with I'm a bit nervous now about these horses, but he's just a horse that he'll like the underfoot conditions. He's got better form over further than a mile, so if he becomes a bit stamina sapping up the hill, he might at a big price be one of the ones.
Steve?
Factor Cheval for me on the ground. Sharon, if Sharon wins, having run in March, April, May, June, August and September, and then wins on this ground, and fair play to him, but I couldn't possibly back him at that price with a horse who's had such a hard season. OK, a few thoughts on QIPCO British Champions Day. Of course, tomorrow morning we will learn the full fields and confirmation, of course, as to which courses as well. So we will just get that much more 2020 vision with it and build up to Saturday, the big day. Right.